Hey there, this is Chris from Tech Magnet, and this is my honest review, not paid review, about the Elegoo Centauri Carbon after 1 month, around 100 hours in. In this video right here, I did my first review. This was a paid review, and back then the price point wasn't known. But now that we know that this printer just costs 300 bucks, to be specific 299, I was so shocked. New drip. This is a core concept that heavily got its inspiration from the Bambu Labs printers. One could say it's a copy, but regardless, this printer is going to rock the market so hard. Just 300 bucks for a CoreXY, and for the regular Centauri, it's just 199. That's without the door and the side panels, and it's just even more nuts. And I love to see other companies putting these squeeze on Bambu Labs and Prusa, because as you know, competition drives innovation as well as consumer-friendly decision making. I think this could be the race to the bottom for the CoreXY concept when it gets to the price point. So big ups to Elegoo, but still this is going to be an honest review. So all in all, it really seems like a screaming deal for what it is. But enough said, so let's get to all my experiences so far. But before that, I have something for you with similar incredible value, so check it out. If you're interested in the topic of 3D printing, I'm pretty sure that you're a DIY enthusiast. A 3D printer is a great tool for bringing your ideas into reality. It is also great for replacing or repairing broken things. And aside from a great hardware solution for this topic, I also want to give you a great software tool for just that. Repairing stuff in the real world is much easier than doing it on a computer. If you have ever experienced a corrupted file, well, it's pretty much impossible to get this back to life. This is very classic for pictures. It will look just like that. Weird colors all the way throughout the image, and the exact same thing can happen to a video. In the case of a video, it's very likely that you can't even replay it. And whether it's for pictures or videos or for any other files, and not only that, it can be used in pretty much all scenarios, and virtually all formats can be repaired, from physical damage to transport damages, error during processing or after recovery. And this is a perfect tool for you whether you're a photographer or videographer, an office worker, a lawyer, a student, or if it's just for private and family reasons. Getting back those beloved family memories is now easily possible with Wondershare Repair It. It is free to try. Downloading and installing it is super fast. So here we have it, beautiful interface. We can repair all sorts of videos, even professional RAW formats, as well as RSV, DAT, NDT files, you name it. It is extremely versatile, and we even have more types of repairs and enhancements now with version 6.5. We have video as well as picture enhancements, as well as professional photo, file and audio repair. And getting started is extremely easy. Just click on start, then you can grab your broken video and just drag and drop it in here. It will automatically analyze the file. It will even come up with a success rate, and then you just need to click on repair. It will analyze the video and then repair it and give you the final and repaired video. So let's preview. So there we go. As you can see, it's looking perfect. We do get the watermark that we can remove with the premium version, but just for trying it out, you can do this right now. So right there, from completely broken images and videos, you can get back the original result. AI has been fully integrated. It's AI boosted with tons of more groundbreaking features. So check it out right now. It's the first link in the description. In my initial review, I already did a few prints. I did all the prints on the card, well, on the USB drive, and I also did a few custom prints. All of them turned out really great. Currently, I'm printing all sorts of hamster pet accessories for my girlfriend, and we will check these prints out in a bit. So first of all, this is a very beginner-friendly printer because the auto setup works really well. As you will see in a bit, the layer adhesion as well as the first layer is perfect straight out of the box. Literally no setup. You just press the button and it will do everything automatically. But this is not just a beginner-friendly printer. This is also a top-tier printer that professionals can use as well. As you can see, I have two Ultimaker printers right there. I got this one very early for 2,400 euros, and this one right here for around 1,800, maybe 2 years later. And I was using them very heavily, over 2,000 hours for each printer. I did quite a lot of prints on Etsy, so I do have a lot of experience when it gets to 3D printing, and I was dreaming about a CoreXY for a long time. These have basically zero automatic setup features, while this one is fully automatic, so it's just wow. And of course, on this channel I have tested a few other printers as well, but this one is on a whole other level. It's also my first CoreXY and I'm absolutely in love. As you most likely know, the Neptune line had quite a few bugs over the lifetime that got straightened out, but it was a process. This one, on the other hand, I have experienced none of that. With the Elegoo slicer, all these prints worked out perfectly fine. I only had one issue. One time when I printed the skull, the printer froze up mid-time during the print. Not sure why, but this only happened one time. And the other issue that I had, literally just before filming this video, this magnet right here came out, so I had to glue it in with super glue. But other than that, as I said, I'm a good 100 hours in, and so far I have experienced no bugs whatsoever. Literally just downloading the STL files, slicing them, putting them onto the stick and printing them. I'm using the B side that's optimized for PLA, and as I said, the layer adhesion is incredible. Removing the parts is also very straightforward. First of all, I use the A side, the PEI side, which is also a great side for PLA, but the B side, as it's specifically optimized for it, I'm using this one now. Putting this plate in and out is so easy. We have the end stops and it will snap in perfectly every time. No issues on this matter as well. So let's get to the prints. This long-term review is slightly limited in the scope because I was only using PLA, but the quality all in all is absolutely incredible. So on the right side we have the refined print. This is straight out of the print bed. On the left side, of course, we have to scrape off the brim and all of that stuff, but down here you can see there is no warping on the edges whatsoever. This is a very long part that covered the whole build plate, and the first layer looks just incredible. No fine tuning whatsoever. It looks the same on each print. Perfect first layer, and also the top layers look incredible. No fine tuning whatsoever, just literally straight out of the box. And the printing speeds are absolutely insane. So this large part right there took a bit under 4 hours, and it's around 5 or 4 times faster than the Ultimaker ones. So you can imagine this part will take a good 20 hours on these, and the print quality is even better on this one. It's incredible. Literally, tech is moving forward. Just insane. From the precision to small details, the prints are looking outstanding. And as I said, I have more print examples in my first review. All of them, no fine tuning, just literally 0 time invested in any setup or fine tuning. All the prints from the stick and a few custom ones sliced up and just printed. Let's start with the bad things, especially compared to a higher grade printer like this one. It's fairly loud. The Ultimakers are very silent, and you can use them next door and sleeping is no problem. You will not hear them whatsoever. This one, you will hear this printer. Even when you close the door, you will still hear it slightly. So it's much louder. So I would definitely not use this in the same flat during night. But if you have a basement or something like that, or a really nice room with a nice door, then of course that's no issue. But only printing during daytime is also not a big issue, since this printer is super fast. And I was printing all the PLA files with the door and the top cover like this, and with the door open. So this of course can reduce the loudness a bit when you close it up, but for the PLA it's apparently recommended to do it with the open walls, with the open door. But that's pretty much the only drawback that I have found so far. As I said, it only froze up one time, so weird bugs very seldom, almost none. And now the benefits. First of all, of course, it is incredible. It's incredibly cheap. Just 300 bucks, you basically can't go wrong. It's just so dirt cheap. It's mind-boggling. You could even imagine that Elegoo is sponsored by the CCP to gain a world domination in the 3D printing market. Pricing and a machine like this, the competition will get completely smashed. It's unimaginable what will happen. This is the pre-order price. Later on, maybe it will get a bit more expensive, but 300 bucks for a machine like this. Yeah, there is really a lot of speculation if this is a good or bad printer. But as I said, with 300 bucks, it's a no-brainer. A CoreXY for such a low price point. Crazy. Yeah, and secondly, it's extremely fast. 0 setup. So yeah, it's time for my conclusion. If you want a great performing printer for a very low price point, then this is definitely the way to go. You might experience weird bugs, but so far for me, virtually 0 of them. It's perfect if you're a beginner and if you don't like to play around with the setup and all of that stuff. There is literally 0 setup, 0 fine tuning. You take it out of the box and it will print just like that, very perfectly. I have to say, straight out of the box. So yeah, this video is sponsored by Wondershare, but it's not sponsored by Elegoo. But nevertheless, I'm extremely impressed by this product because it's just so incredibly affordable. It's a dream come true. So this is especially a perfect printer for you if you're only or mainly going to use PLA as a filament. The hot and will basically last forever. PLA is very friendly for the materials, it's not very abrasive, the temperatures are also fairly low, so you could expect this printer to last very long. We're talking easily probably many thousands of hours if you're only going to use PLA. I see absolutely no problem with that. The Ultimakers, they have a brass nozzle, and I haven't exchanged them once. So with this, a hardened steel nozzle, I think this will last forever. And again, for 300 bucks, just get this printer. It's a no-brainer. No kidding, no kidding. It's crazy. So again, check it out. Repair It by Wondershare in the description. Absolutely epic. And this printer as well, I can highly recommend both. But before you go, smash that like button, then subscribe, ring the bell and click all to never miss amazing tech magnet videos. That's it for this one. Enjoy your day, and I will see you soon.